it is a shower stool, no tools needed. So that is really important because really, who's going to travel around with either an Allen wrench or a screwdriver? That's ridiculous. So within this, I have a shower stool, and I'm going to show you all the parts, and then I'm going to put it together for us and show you how quick it goes together and how easily it is to travel. So has handles on it, so when you're sitting on it, you can hold. Not very big, but if you were in a pinch and you had to be in a hotel room that does not have a roll-in shower with a seat and your loved one needs to take a shower, this will be helpful. Hi everyone, I'm Lexie Callies. Do you feel the squeeze of caring for an elderly loved one and school-aged children? Then welcome to the Sandwich Stories. Let's dig in. Hi everybody, it's Lexie Callies with Sandwich Stories. I hope you're having a really great week. I am heading to the beach soon, and that made me start thinking about some of the things I have used when I do travel with my mom, and I wanted to bring them on the show you how it fits in a carry-on suitcase. You don't need tools. They're just two things that I travel with my mom that I feel are really helpful. So hopefully you can get these, help your loved one, easy to travel with, and it's just super helpful. Okay. So in the past, I have talked about making sure that when you make hotel reservations, you always get go through the hotel specifically, not a third party, because nothing is guaranteed with a third party. So if you go through the hotel, you ask for an accessible shower with like for my mom, she needs a roll-in shower, so we have to have an accessible bathroom. And normally in the past, that has worked really well. I did make the mistake one time of going through a third party. They said I had an accessible room. We did not, so I didn't have the roll-in shower, but my mom still needed to take a shower, and I almost didn't bring this one item with us, and I'm so glad I did. So I'm going to show you. So this is my suitcase. It is a regular, I'm going to hoist it up here. It is a regular carry-on suitcase. Nothing fancy, nothing oversized. It is a regular carry-on suitcase. So within the suitcase, I'm going to show y'all. Look, this is what it looks like. Suitcase. I have two things in here. Now there is still some more room, and because I normally travel with my mom, I put a lot of her things in one suitcase, and then I carry clothes in my own because we tend to not with luggage. Part of that is because I've gotten the habit of not traveling with check luggage. Because my husband works for American Airlines, we fly standby, so we never check luggage because we never know if we're going to get on the plane or we have to pivot. So it just makes us more flexible. It also makes you a better packer. I think a lighter traveler. But so with this and with my mom, I buy tickets. I don't fly standby with my mom, but just having a big cumbersome suitcase is just I just don't want to deal with it. And so we fly with carry-ons only. So within my suitcase, I have two things. So one is this stool. It is, a foot. When it's folded, it's a foot by a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet. And it is a low stool, but it is very wide. Look how wide that is. Like it goes from my shoulder to shoulder, and I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm pretty wide. Anyway, but it's low, so it's not very tall, so you don't have to worry so much about your loved one taking up a huge step. But I use this, I travel with it because hotel beds are very high. Now, in accessible rooms, they are supposed to be a little lower, but still, it's hard for my mom to get in and out of a high bed. And before I found this, and I actually would have her stand up on suitcase. We had hard side suitcases, and I would have her kind of step onto the suitcase and help get her in bed that way. And I thought, well, this is ridiculous and silly. So I went on the search for a foldable step stool that we travel with my mom. So like I said, it's nice and wide. You can put 2 feet on it very comfortably. You don't feel like you're going to fall off each side of it. And it folds up nicely, fits in the luggage. Like I said, it fit in the carry-on luggage. Plenty of space on the ends. It's nice and thin. Look at that. Super thin. And I keep this in my suitcase for her. So that way I can help get her up into the bed. Should the bed be just a little too tall for her. Yeah, I don't, even my husband is shorter than me. He says that hotel beds are too tall. He wishes they were just a slightly lower. They look beautiful when they're nice and tall and big. And I know it's aesthetics, but it would be nice, he said, if they were just a smidgen shorter. So this is product number 1. Oh, and it also holds a lot of weight. I found one that this holds, I think, 300 to 350 pounds. That's what it's weighted for. So I didn't have to worry about my mom breaking it, although she has lost a lot of weight. And so we wouldn't be in that range. But when she has been a little heftier. And so I just wanted to make sure that it held weight. So anyway, so I do travel with this. Super helpful. Okay, the other thing also fits in my suitcase. I feel like Mary Poppins, like with my magic bag, like what's going to come out of the bag? Oh my gosh. So anyway, so within this suitcase, you can kind of see all the pieces are in there. It is a shower stool, no tools needed. So that is really important because really, who's going to travel around with either an Allen wrench or a screwdriver? That's ridiculous. So within this, I have a shower stool, and I'm going to show you all the parts, and then I'm going to put it together for us and show you how quick it goes together and how easily it is to travel. So has handles on it, so when you're sitting on it, you can hold. Not very big, but if you were in a pinch and you had to be in a hotel room that does not have a roll-in shower with a seat and your loved one needs to take a shower, this will be helpful. Okay, so all the pieces fit inside my bag. I still had plenty of room. I mean, I am a pro packer, so I probably could get clothes and maybe some shoes in here. I take advantage of all the space, especially since the seat is curved. You can see it's a curved seat. So when you put it down like this, put things underneath it. Take up, use the space. Socks, underwear, a thin pair, flip-flops, whatever you're going to have, right? So make sure you use all the space when you're packing. I got a week's worth of clothes in everyone's bag when we went off out of the country. So I know you can do it too, but that's for a different episode. So anyway, here is my mom's shower stool. So it goes together like this. So I'm going to first, this is one of the brackets and this is the other bracket. So I'm going to put the feet in. Oh, goodness. Sorry. I'm going to put the feet in. They are adjustable. They fit just like those with the little pin click. And then it has a little part that covers it. So I'm just going to do it the one, but it is adjustable. This one has 6 levels. So it can be very tall or very, very short. So anyway, so we put the legs in each side. Like I said, if you've got a very capable and clever child, this could be an activity for them while you get unpacked and get everybody together and say, here, put Grammy's chair together for us, please. Kids always want to be helpful and they can do so much more than adults give them credit for. So done this. Oh, and the feet are slightly angled so that it, distributes the weight at a wedge. So that way you don't slip and slide so much. Now, I'm going to come up here and show y'all. bottom of this, look, it has a grid. So you see the X, that's where our the brackets are going to go in on the shower chair. So it gives it even more support and stability. So that's how that goes. And like I said, see, it's curved and it has holes in it so it'll drain. Yep. So, so we're going to go 1 and 2, just like that. Now, I have a baggie. I always keep the baggie with me of the parts. And they're just T-screws. I'm going to come up there and show y'all just a minute what they look like, so you can get a good sense. This is why you don't need tools, right? So you're going to put the center one in. You're going to screw it in just like this. It does have washers so that it fits in all the holes. And then you're just going to keep putting in the 4 screws like this. So there's 5 screws total, 1 for the center, and then 1 for every corner. And I dropped one, so there it is. Okay. Just give me a moment. I'm going to put this together. And as you can see, this doesn't take much work or much effort. It's super easy. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to come up and show y'all, and I'll save that one to show y'all. So like I said, I'm not putting the washers in just for the demonstration, but there are washers that will go between the legs of the seat and the little screw, and they are curved so that they fit nicely on the tubed legs. But I'm going to come up and show y'all before I'm finished what this looks like. So this is so as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, it's curved. So it's a curved washer, and then you're going to put the T into the top of the curve and the hump. And then, like I said, it's literally just no tools. See, it's just a T bracket screwed in that way. You can tighten it because you can grip onto it. Real easy. No tools needed. And we're going to put this one in just to finish. Like I said, have your kids help you. Have them do this. Give them a job. They're bored. They're sitting in the hotel room while you get there settled and packed. Give them something to do. And there we go. We're done. Look at that. Shower chair, shower seat. It's not a chair. It doesn't have a back. Portable travel shower stool. It's really great. I'm going to sit on it. I'm nice and tall. Like I said, I had it set for level 6, so the highest the legs could go. This is really nice. I feel safe. I feel sturdy. There are handles to hold on to if you needed your loved one to hold on to the handles, and super easy to travel with. And I hope this can help y'all and your loved ones whenever you go on vacation or visit other family members who don't have shower seats or stools available for you to use. Because before I found this, I was trying to figure out how to rent one. We were going to Florida, and there were medical supply locations that had rentals, but some things like things that you use whenever you're shower or anything that's personal, especially since you're naked while you're in the shower. A lot of medical supply places don't rent them out because of sanitary reasons, which makes sense. And had I just bought one, I had thought about buying one in Florida and then just donating it to the Salvation Army that was close by, and just not take it home. But then I found this and I thought, oh, I bought it, tested it out, and it fit nicely, like I said, in my carry-on luggage. and we have been using it ever since. And I just dry it off. Everything is, won't rust, plastic, rubber. So you don't have to worry about water getting on it and ruining it. And it lasts a nice long time. And then when I'm not using it, I just always keep it in storage in the suitcase. So I know exactly where it is. All its pieces are there. And there's no question as to where the stool is or the shower stool. And like I said, here I am taking it apart while I talk to you. So it just shows how easy this is. So back in the baggie, these screws go. Into the suitcase they go. I take these off. I'll take the legs off. I'll take the legs apart in a little bit. And I'll put it back in its suitcase. So I hope that this gives you ideas or helps you when you're traveling with your loved ones. This is also helpful if you're traveling with someone who might have broken their ankle or leg and they really can't get it wet. So if you're going to a family's house or something like that, then they have a place to sit, but maybe they could like put their leg out of the bathtub and keep it dry that way, but you have a place to sit down. And, it's just really helpful. So shower stool, fits in luggage, low stool that is foldable, very easy. Use this for our, as my aunt would have said, our vertically challenged loved ones also. This might be helpful. And my mother-in-law and my aunt are both 5'2", so sometimes it's not easy for them to reach things. So maybe this would even be helpful for someone who's a little more vertically challenged, as they would say. So I hope this gives you ideas. I hope it helps you, and I hope you have some good, safe traveling. Okay. Song of the week. Old band, been around since 68. But it is a jazz funk R&B band called Tower of Power, and the song is called Squib Cakes, and it does not really have any vocals to it. It's mostly just instrumental, but it is a fun, funky, like I said, a jazz funk. I love jazz funk. I think it's great. I think part of that is because my dad was a huge George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelic fan. So it's something that's in my DNA, and I love it. And I've been exposed to it since I was a little kid. And I tell you what, if you can sit still while listening to this song, I might have to come over and check your pulse. Because I don't know how you can sit still listening to this song. It just makes you move, even if you're just going to chair dance, right? Yeah. Just kind of groove with it. It's great. So maybe throw this in to your playlist. It's just super fun. Tower of Power, Squib Cakes. Have a great summer. Have safe traveling, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay? Bye. Love you. Thank you so much for listening to Sandwich Stories. I really hope you learned some new things and enjoyed it. If you did, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your dad, tell everybody you know to also listen. Maybe they'll learn some new things, how to help each other out, and find us at Sandwich Stories Podcast. Thanks so much.